Let's make it count.
I must practice tolerance.
GSL Season 1 Regeneration 마운틴듀 GSL Season 1 Regeneration 시작합니다.
Oh my God, we're finally back here at the GSL. We had another little break, but it's good. Here we are, Tosis.
Yes, here we are indeed. I'm excited. This is the round of 16.
Yeah.
We just had IM Katowice wrap up. Sue, a champion?
Isn't that cool?
Yeah, that's pretty neat.
It's about time. We've had a lot of really cool narratives coming out here in StarCraft 2, especially in the last, well, this year and then the end of this year, or last year as well. You know, Sarah winning, Sue finally dominating and becoming a champion.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know that saying about like monkeys in a room with typewriters?
That's right.
If you put them in a room with keyboards playing StarCraft for long enough, you're going to get some sick storylines as well.
I could not believe when Sue finally won. I got so used to actually always assuming that he would never win anything. I mean, I got hopeful, and then I thought, okay, this is actually getting weird, and maybe this is like a real psychological block. So to see him overcome that is really cool. It's also, this is what makes StarCraft so good, is we have so many years of history here that we can unpack, and so you get to have cool stories like this.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. But before we go any further, let's talk about our schedule a little bit. We're on at a weird time right now. Help us to spread the word a little bit. We're coming back kind of out of the blue and immediately doing a couple groups. One tonight at 8 p.m., another tomorrow at 1 p.m.
Yeah.
So that's like, we're going to have maybe 13 hours in between the two broadcasts.
And as the alphabet goes, A, D, C, B, E, F, G.
Well,
we've been to move the letters around a little bit.
You got it wrong. It goes A, D, W, E, S, G, C, B.
Okay, got it.
Because next week we are going to have off. WESG is occurring.
Yeah, we've had a lot of hiccups here in our schedule. We started this season of GSL pretty late, and we've got a lot of tournaments that are going on globally, so we have to kind of park that whenever those are happening.
So here are our groups as of this moment. Today, of course, we'll be doing Group A, Maru, Impact, Bunny, Patience, and tomorrow, TY, Kumiho, Sue, Rogue. Wow. These groups are just completely out of control. Cannot wait. We'll talk about the groups for the 20th and the 23rd in a couple weeks when we actually get there. That's so far in the future, it's like, I can't even think about it right now. It's like a retirement plan or something, you know what I mean?
Now, one of the players is playing here today, Maru, a very important player, especially when you consider what the GSLs last year looked like. Maru was unstoppable in any Codas tournament.
Yeah, and he looked fantastic in GSL so far. Didn't look as strong at IM Katowice. Definitely had some road bumps, but I don't know. We'll see how he does today.
조성주 선수, 저 어떠세요? 이번 시즌은요?
느낌이 좋은 것 같아요.
좋아요.
네.
그러면 여기서 가장 눈여겨보고 마음이 가는 선수, 그런 선수들이 몇 명 정도 있어요?
근데 뽑고 싶은 선수들이 종종마다 있어가지고.
종종마다?
네, 3-4명 있는 것 같아요.
네, 그럼 조지현 선수에게 마이크 넘겨보겠습니다.
뭐라고 해도 뭐 뽑을 것 같아가지고 그냥 조용히 이따 가려고요.
저보다는 그래도 토스가 테란한테 좀 약한 것 같아서 지현이가 낫지 않을까.
조지현 추천한다.
근데 제일 크게 생각한 선수들이 2명이라서 그냥 뽑아도 될 것 같아요.
네, 그냥 뽑아주세요. 그러면요. 자, 빠르게 이제 고민은 끝났다. 자, 가서 누굴 뽑을지.
이게 근데 확률상 같은 선수 같아.
이거 바로 가네요.
일단 병렬이 형이 같이 연습하자 해가지고 뽑은 게 제일 큰 것 같고 또 같은 팀에 제일 잘하는 저우가 있다 보니까 편한 것 같아요.
저는 오히려 첫 번째 뽑힌 A조 무조건 가고 싶었어가지고 좀 약간 행복조를 만들어볼까 생각 중인데
전 김주혁 선수의 마인드 정확하게 알거든요. 어차피 2주에 조지현은 올 것이다. 그래서 어차피 조성주도 웃잖아요.
웃잖아요.
지명권도 있고 어차피 조성주 올리고 그 2등으로 내가 올라가도 된다는 그런 마음의 안정감. 김준혁은 이미 있습니다.
네. 한 번만. 진짜요? 와, 대박. 이시정 맞네요.
진짜였어요?
이시정이었어.
확실히 김도욱 선수를
맞네요. 와.
이게 일치.
자 이렇게 되면 이제 남은 선수가 지금 조지현 선수는 남아 있거든요.
그냥 표정이
네.
체념했어요.
표정이 모든 걸 아니 말도 못해요 지금 상황이 아무도 안 뽑아주고.
할 때부터 낙인이 찍힌 듯한 그런 느낌.
그렇죠. 네, 저 김준혁 선수 마이크 잡아주시고요.
아 지금 2명 중에 1명 고민 중이에요.
그 두 명 그럼 얘기를 한번 해주세요. 누군지 한 명은.
준호 형이랑 동준님 이렇게.
오.
아 어차피 조지현은 마지막에
테란전 하고 싶었는데 사실 근데 성주가 테란이 아니거든요. 제 4회 정족이라
예.
저는 A조 만족스러워요.
김준혁 아직 안 됐잖아요.
원래 뽑기 직전까지 백동준 선수 뽑으려 했는데
고민 좀 해봐요.
저 말하시는 게 너무 자신감 있어 보여가지고 뭔가 원하는 대로 해주고 싶지 않더라고요.
자 그럼 지명권 행사 김준호 선수 가도록 하겠습니다. 김준호 선수 마이크 잡아주시고요.
트롤을 하고 싶었는데
네.
그릴 그림이 없더라고요.
아 그림이 없어요. 뭐 어차피 A조는 끝난 것 같아요 결정이.
그러게요. 이미 조성주는 웃고 있어요.
아직 완성이 안 된 거예요. 이 모든 권한이 조성주 선수에게 있습니다.
일단 준호 형이랑 재선이 형을 바꿀까 생각 중인데
네.
그냥 이대로 갈까도 생각 중이에요.
오!
조금씩 보면서
오! 그렸어요?
이 패턴을 생각을 했는데
아!
성주가 절 뽑으면은
오!
서로 좋지 않을까.
잠깐만요. 마이크 뺏었어요.
저랑 성주가 또 중국도 같이 가는데
네.
그때는 그냥 남이다 생각하고 행동해야죠.
근데 저는 토스전 한꺼번에 연습하는 게 편해가지고 준호 형이랑 재선이랑 바꿔도 저는 나쁘지 않을 것 같아요.
근데 저는 도욱이 형이 잘했으면 좋겠어서.
BL 지네요.
난리 났어요. 야, 너 괜찮다고 해. 너 괜찮다고 해. 아니 도우기가 상관없대요. 마지막에 이대로 가죠.
아 그냥 성작 바꿔줘.
아!
아니 더 이상
안 된대, 안
듣기
된대.
힘드니까 빨리
힘드니까
바꿔줘.
바꿔놔야 돼.
모든 것은 계획이에요.
괜찮은 것 같아요. 저는 좋아요.
괜찮고.
저 어제 꿈을 꿨는데 생각을 하면서 왠지 제 옆에는 지연이가 앉아 있고 그 옆에는 준혁이가 있고 옆에는 성주가 있을 것 같았는데 그게 다 예지몽이었네요.
와, 꿈을 이뤘습니다.
You've got me saying words in my head, filling my mind with these images.
Okay, so I think that he was kidding about that dream. I don't think he actually had that dream, but I want to point out how hilarious it is how badly everyone treats Patience all the time.
Yeah.
Between him and True and Haas, we have 3 completely abused pro gamers in the world that everyone talks trash on all the time, but all of them have good results. They just play a way that nobody likes.
It's true. It's true. The disrespect is real.
With the amount of cheesers on the ladder, some of them had to rise up to pro status, guys. And we have one of them in this group. I can't believe the way they all talk about him, though. Oh, my God.
It's really funny. So we're taking a look over here at Maru. This guy won every single GSL Code S last year, which is insane. And, you know, a lot of people thought he was going to become the world champion at BlizzCon. And a game that, I guess this is never really an upset, but SOS beats Maru, his teammate in the World Championships. And then it ends up with Cyril in the finals taking it all. So Maru, I'm very curious to see if he'll be able to win another Code S here, because I think we can all agree, unless you are legally insane, Maru should be getting out of this group.
Yeah, I'm not quite legally insane, so I'm going to go ahead and say I do think he's going to get out of
Or
this
you
group.
might be legally insane, but you're not wrong on this one.
I'm not
So,
ever going to be wrong about saying Maru's getting out of a group.
You might think you're Jesus, but you still think Maru's also going to get out of the group. Sure. Yeah. So, going up against Impact, Impact is a very solid player, and I think he actually exhibits a lot of confidence. We saw that in his interview.
Yeah.
But this is going to be tough.
Well, Impact is a really good player. I've been talking about this guy for years, and I mean, I think he's continually showing better and better results overall. Definitely someone vying to get out of this group. To be honest, second place is anybody's, including Maru's. But Maru will get out of the group. That's the only thing we're completely certain of.
All right, game 1 is ready. Maru versus Impact. Let's go.
리제너레이션 게임이 시작됩니다.
Here we go.
I like the blue screen.
Yeah.
카이로스 정션. 게임 준비 완료. 진에어 그린윙스 마루.
Still the best Terran in the world, despite not a great performance, Katowice.
임팩트.
And still a strong Zerg, despite everyone thinking maybe a little bit to the contrary. He's
look, I think he's very overshadowed by the other Zergs that are in GSL. And you know what? The international Zergs as well.
Like 5, 6, like.
Wait, what?
Said,
how
like,
many shadows are over him at once?
Like how overshadowed? Like, give me a number here.
It would be like 6 different shadows over him at once.
Oh, 6 different shadows.
Yeah.
See, I was thinking just like a measurement, not on a scale or anything. Just
no,
a
I meant
number.
like a lot of. It's like a sundial, okay?
Oh yeah, okay.
No, I mean, look, there's great Zergs here in Korea. You know, you get players like Su or Dark, Solar. And then when you go outside of Korea, all the great Zergs that are there.
Yeah.
And I think that causes Impact to be a lot of times left behind as far as the discussion of very good Zerg players.
Yeah. And I think his slightly more aggressive status as a Zerg, the way that he chooses to generally play the game, gets people to underestimate him a bit as well. You know, going against Maru, I think it's very, very tough because it's a little bit hard to really, truly cheese a Terran out in a best of 3, especially someone like Maru, right? And so that puts Impact in a tougher spot because it's hard to imagine him winning a macro game against
This is already really big.
Maru.
Is he going to get it? Oh! Fortunately, he does make that extractor before the Reaper can come up there, but I think already things are not ideal here for Impact. Lings are going to be coming down. There is a reactor being made, so there's nothing really to defend these initial Lings right here. See how far along is this command center? I think it's actually going to, the CC is going to finish right before the Lings can get there and kill that SCV.
Ah, well, good timing on that. A couple Marines are going to pop out, so he'll be all right anyways. Oh,
did I math this out wrong? Let's see. You should just barely be able to, yeah, there we go. Finishes the CC. Had that been denied, that would have been quite a twist in this game.
Did you see that smooth move where like he insta-loaded the SCV and popped it out the other side?
Yeah, that was super cool.
That was so fast. I feel like there's going to be a strategy in the future where there's just a line of command centers and you pop your SCVs to the other side of the map like a Nidus.
And it starts to go so fast, it's like a hyperloop through the map.
The large SCV collider is what it's called, Tasis. This is how you summon dragons into the game.
That's right. That's how you open up Dimension X.
Oh my god. That would be just amazing.
Okay, so Stim is on the way now. And so far here from Maru, this is all looking pretty standard. When we look into last year, we saw that Maru had an almost unreal amount of success with making structures in the middle of the map. Barracks, factories, starports. And initially we had thought in StarCraft Theory that was like cheesy and you know, maybe unfair, and of course if it doesn't win the game right away you're in trouble. Maru proved that to be not the case at all, that actually you can there's a lot of different ways to disguise what you're doing and play around that. But it seems like so far, and you know, we're still very early on in the year here for 2019. Oh, is he gonna get it? It seems like so far Maru's toned that down a little bit.
Yeah.
He's doing a little bit more of the orthodox standard play. Now, I don't know if that's because, let's say, in the season of GSL, he has a whole bunch of crazy proxy strategies that he's going to bring out maybe in the Final Four or the finals of a GSL.
Yeah, it could be. And people have gotten better against the proxies anyways, so I don't think it's as good. He himself has gone on record as saying it's really not as stylish anymore, much because he's not doing it as he is the world's Terran leader.
Whenever you see someone like that, I like that, the world's Terran leader, when you see someone say something like that, then you also got to ask, yeah, but is he just saying that to trick everybody again? You know, it's...
Well, I think it's still something that's in his back pocket, but definitely not something he needs to use at the moment. Let's take a look at these builds. The 1-1 already on the way here for Maru, starting that third command while he's flying out for some harassment. Just roaches being made for Impact. We don't have any evolution chambers yet. So I find that a little bit interesting, right?
All right. Does not go and kill that extractor over there. Well, so when that fourth base is taken, that will still be able to be mined from right away.
Yeah, I guess so. That's an excellent thing to point out.
Yeah,
Tasteless.
yeah.
Thank you.
This is why I'm paid to do this.
Yeah. But I wonder about exactly what Impact is up to, because normally if you're going to go roaches, right, you will get the evolution chambers. These are coming up a little bit late in comparison to Maru's, which makes me very, very nervous. This is going to give Maru a big window of being 2 upgrades up multiple times throughout the game.
Yeah, and that's just going to give him way more push power when it gets that phase of the game on the map. It looks like the Overseer shot down. A little bit of a mistake there by Impact. And definitely with this number of roaches and queens that are on the map, I don't think there's really going to be a lot this Medic Marine can do.
Yeah, not as of yet, but the thing is he can still fly around and harass a reasonable amount. You know, when it's just roaches being made here, 1-1 has been started, but 1-1 is finishing up for Maru.
Yeah, that's very true. Okay, so the next wave is coming out here. We have, I believe it's 1 tank also inside that medevac. So we're going to have 4 medevacs total on the map. And Maru is itching to try to hit this top location up here where he's got this high ground. He's going to stem, try to get some of these creep tumors. Now, he can't just stay down here with the army he's got right now, but really nicely done. He can actually loop back around here and maybe do a little bit more damage, especially putting the siege tank on the high ground here, sieging it up.
Yeah, just abusing the fact that he forced Impact into taking this third with his Reaper. And now, look at this, 2 upgrades up, just pushing in. Starting to pick off some of these expensive units as well. Already getting a couple of Ravagers.
Okay, this is actually quite a bit of damage. Now, when he has enough Ravagers, he could try to dive in on this and maybe gun down the siege tank with the corrosive bile, but look, okay, Maru's so good.
That's what you say, Tasteless,
Yeah.
until Maru gets out of there. He is not interested in such a thing. Are you kidding me?
Really? Seriously?
Yeah, seriously.
Okay.
For reals. My God.
I think I'm actually, we got the players' faces on the big screen, but I think even Impact was a little bit caught off guard when that drop got inside of his main.
His mouth is even more of just a line than it normally
Actually,
is.
I want to point something out. I know that we don't have this on camera, but you know how Artosis' mouth moves around a lot in weird ways when he streams? Impact's mouth kind of does that too, I've just sort of noticed.
Does it?
Yeah, he does a lot of sucking his lips
I
in.
think a lot of people do that.
Yeah. Yeah, you and Impact would want to believe that, but
a lot of really talented, underrated gamers do that. Is what I'm pretty sure of. Like, I don't see Maru doing it, but everyone knows Maru's good, so who cares, right?
So he's going to come in here again. This is a kind of a style of push and harass I haven't really seen before.
He's tooling Impact so hard right now. This is like I feel sad because he's like over half the way to 2-2. 2-2 hasn't even started here for Impact, right? He's taking a third or a 4th base, but Maru already has his 3rd mining. Like, is this attack that scary?
You know, I don't know, but I think Impact's going to have to make this work. How many siege tanks are actually over here? Is it just 2?
I'm not sure of the number.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. There's actually plenty more. I was wondering about that. Okay, so there's plenty of siege tanks down here. Now, in this kind of engagement, you want the Marines to be, and the Marauders to be sort of in the front, where the Corrosiviles can't just immediately gun down the tanks.
Yeah, he's going to do that. He pulls the SCVs as well. All he really needs to do right now is hold on. Some biles actually hit well.
Yeah, some of the biles hit the infantry, although I'm kind of surprised they didn't go for the tanks immediately.
I think he couldn't get quite up to them. Good zoning there by Maru, but as the roaches go down, he's picking off all the expensive Ravagers.
Problem is, Ravagers can't retreat against stimmed units, so when you go for this attack, I mean, you basically have to make it work, or you're going to lose everything, and the investment of getting the Ravagers and then losing them is huge. And now we have Impact on 4 bases. He doesn't appear to have anything really that can defend. I mean, everything he had was killed back there. So whatever's hatching is going to be what he has to try to fight this off. 2-2 is done. That's it. GG.
All right. So I gotta make like a picture in everyone's head of what this game looked like to me, and to really everyone, right? You know that scene in the 300 where he kicks the guy down the well?
Right.
Okay. So Maru just kicked Impact down the well. At the bottom of the well, there was a wood chipper. Impact fell into that wood chipper, and when he came out, like, you know how wood chippers shoot the wood chips?
Yeah.
It shot it into a vat of acid. Okay? So that's what that game was.
I think that's an apt metaphor, because that, I mean, everything went wrong. The harass was really good, and then Impact tried to have some kind of counterattack, and it was completely obliterated. And then he just left the game. He's like, okay, I'm out of this. I'm out.
Dude, he got... This is Sparta'd into a wood chipper into acid, okay? This is a new level of getting completely
And then the
wrecked.
acid was hit with a nuclear bomb.
Well, we'll see, because if the same thing happens this game, it's like the acid bucket and 10 nukes are all launched at the sun at the same time. Okay? Because that was, oh my god. Oh my god.
All right.
Maru's moonwalking into the next round right now.
We're going to go to Port Alexander for game 2. This is Maru versus Impact.
GSL 세트는 리제너레이션. 게임이 시작됩니다. 포트 알렉산더. 게임 준비 완료.
You know?
What?
The worst thing about that bucket of acid and 10 nukes going towards the sun?
진에어 그린윙스. 마루.
It's not what happens when they get to the sun, but the thousands of years it will take to get there.
And then the millions and potentially billions of lost life because of what happened to the sun after it was hit with that.
Maru won't care. He's already dead by then, Tasteless. My god. Oh, poor Impact.
I know.
God.
It's rough, too. I mean, to lose in a game like that, to start everything off, where, I mean, that's a big morale blow, you know? It was a game where one player was just clearly better than the other.
Yeah. Well, I hope that this game looks a little bit better. We'll see about that.
Ah, welcome from South Carolina.
Indeed.
I'm glad we got a big audience down here tonight. I know it's later than normal. Thanks for coming down, everybody.
Isn't your family from South Carolina?
My dad's family's from North Carolina.
Same thing, right?
Yeah. Almost, yeah.
North, south.
One cardinal direction off.
Yeah.
So this time around, and, you know, to be honest, guys, I don't think that there was any one major mistake there. Thanks for coming down, everybody. Oh, yeah, he did touch my beard right in the elevator.
Ah, excellent. I touch his beard, too. I'm not jealous.
This is an open relationship in that regard, yeah.
Tasteless can let whatever guys he wants touch his beard. It's totally fine.
That's a sign of true love, really, is, you know.
There's enough beard to go around, to be honest.
So in that last game, I don't really feel like there was any one thing that Impact did wrong. I feel like there was so many things that Maru was just doing a little bit better.
Well, yeah, the thing that Impact did most wrong there, I think, was to not have enough respect for Maru to not be picked first in the round of 16.
Yeah.
Like, that's where he really went wrong, because I tell you, Maru just dictated that game from A to Z. It was like getting forced to expand over there via Reaper, and then the tank push, just the constant harassment. I mean, the Roach build in general, the fact that he was going for that one Roach time, we've seen so many Zergs trying that lately. Gosh, it's such an old build, and it's like when you do win with it, I just kind of look at it as,
It's the barbarian build of builds with Zerg.
It's definitely a barbarian build.
Like
That's a really good way to put it.
You know?
Yeah. It's like if you have a victory, you paint it on the wall with blood from an ox.
Yeah.
It's like, well, I mean, is that, like, we're in the age of email right now. Do you still paint with ox blood on a cave wall? Like, are you really using this build?
This is what's going down in this part of the world,
Jeez.
Artosis.
Yeah.
So fortunately, it looks like Impact got to get his third base where he actually wanted it to be. The Reaper didn't get over there and deny it right away.
That's what you say, but what if that's where Maru wants it to be? Oh, Tasteless. Guess what map it is?
Is it on Alexander's port?
Get your boats right.
That's right. Some boat jokes here.
God.
It's funny because in Warcraft 2, they were boats, and then when they made StarCraft, there were no water units of any sort.
There were no water?
There were no water units, Artosis.
Okay. Well,
there was some water.
It takes place in space, so I think it's all right.
Some planets have water.
Spaceships.
We could have boats that could go on lava. There's some lava on the maps.
Does Warcraft 2 have spaceships? Boats can't go in lava.
We have to do a fact check on that one.
Yeah.
I mean, technically, the orcs were from another dimension, kind of invading. They were almost like an alien invasion.
Oh God!
They came through the dark portal.
You're actually
remember
right.
When they
I saw that movie.
Remember when they tried to destroy the dark portal and it couldn't be destroyed?
No, I don't remember that. Well, I remember when humanity attacked.
12-year-old Tasteless had his mind blown when that happened. I was like, oh my God, they couldn't stop him. That was it.
Well, I'm almost glad that they didn't stop the portal.
They did destroy the door frame of the portal.
Look, I'm glad that they didn't kill the portal because remember all those innocent, like, weaker aliens that the orcs killed to make the portal in the movie?
Oh, I actually never saw the full movie.
Oh, okay. Well,
that was one of those things where I saw it on I started watching that on an airplane.
There was a bunch of weak aliens that they put into cages and then sucked their souls out to make the portal.
Oh, really?
Right?
Wasn't
Yeah.
that the Dark Crystal? They did that too?
Oh, I don't know.
The little tiny Muppet guys?
But look, I'm happy they couldn't destroy the portal because what a waste that would have been. You know what I mean?
By the way, that is a lot of kills.
Yeah.
I probably should have jumped on that a little bit earlier. It just kept getting drones. So 10 kills already. Impact not looking too good. Granted, a lot of times the Banshee's going to get a few kills. 10 is definitely too many.
10 is a lot. That's like a Wings of Liberty type number. We used to joke that as soon as you made a Banshee, it was double-digit kills. But in this case, definitely what's occurring. Impact playing a little bit more standard of a style, I guess, right? He's right now getting a macro hatch and carapace upgrade. I guess it's not exactly, but it seems like he wants to go into like maybe a
see that water back there where you could put some water? Some boat units back there, Tosis?
Did you see how the water is being disturbed by the Banshees?
Yeah, look at that.
Isn't that cool?
The graphics are insane. Oh, look at you can see the reflection. And it's kind of moving around because it's water.
Yeah, that's super cool. And I mean, they do have little helicopter blades, so it makes sense. Now, if you fly an observer over that, does it make the water wiggle too?
I don't know.
Someone
do we really know how observers fly?
Invisible propulsion. Not.
That's a good answer.
Yeah.
That's good enough for me. All right, moving on.
Good.
Okay, so again, these Banshees have done quite a bit of damage, and that's not going to kill Impact right now, but that could curb the progress of the game so much that when the big push actually does come out here from Maru, it might be just too strong.
Yeah. Well, right now, Baneling's speed on the way, as well as that +1 melee. He does have the carapace. A lot of Lings being produced. Pretty much non-stop Lings at the moment. So with this 4th base coming up, he's definitely making enough units to try to fight Maru off from forcing him to cancel or anything like that.
Okay, Stim is done. We may see Terran try to come out on the map. I don't know if he has to. All right, here we go. The 2 medevacs are here. Some Banelings are being made. So this game, tech-wise, from the Zerg is already very different from what we saw last time.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. You know, I got to say, I appreciate that he made the quick macro hatch, considering he is staying on Ling Bane for a very, very long time, and he lost so many drones. It's really important to get those extra larvae. And of course, you know, with the when you're going Ling Bane, you really need a lot of larvae to support that. Now, a second factory starting here for Maru, making some siege tanks as well. He is moving out across the map.
Okay,
Baneling's speed is not ready yet.
You know, this actually might just be enough. We're going to see how the Banelings actually connect. But the siege tanks are set up in such a way where I don't think there's any way to there's no way to defend the hatchery. Good call there by Impact to cancel that. Meanwhile, a big counterattack over here, and I don't see anything to defend.
Yeah, look at this. He's SCVs have to run out of here. Well, he does not go after that. With that siege tank right there, I feel like I would have committed and then lost all my Lings and been like, oh, I shouldn't have done that.
Okay, he's already pushing up here now. Oh, I love this drop over here. Yeah. I actually think this might just be too much. Even though the 3rd base has been forced to lift, this might just be too much damage coming out here onto where Impact is.
Well, you know what? He's got 1-1. He's got his Spire just now finishing up, and let's see if he can break through. That's a lot of Queens, a decent amount of Ling Bane as well.
Okay, he needs these siege tanks to target down the Banelings. And, you know, they're not quite connecting back there.
A couple Banelings do end up hitting, but
oh my God, he's so good.
Gosh. Painful.
Queen's running back now. He's going to try to remake a few more Banelings. I don't feel like this is enough, though. And there's about to be, I thought it was going to be a drop to main. It's actually going to be this attack over the 4th base. Shine's going to show that to us now.
Oh my God.
He's everywhere, man.
Yeah, Impact's having a tough time. I like some things about how he played this game. Like that counterattack was kind of neat and the strategy overall. But he's lost so many drones throughout the course of this game, and it's like he just cannot bust these armies.
Yeah. Even taking out the gases that are over here, it's actually Impact on just 2 base gas, so that's even less Banelings that can be made here.
Well, Drop probably just going to go to the main and get more damage now that he chased it away.
Yeah. By the way, the 3rd base for Maru okay, there it is. The 3rd base for Maru has been reclaimed.
He's up 50 supply Tasis. He's up, and this is Ling Bane he's against. He's up 50 army supply.
It's a lot.
gosh.
Oh, man.
Yeah. I don't know how much longer that he's going to be able to stay in this.
This is getting a little bit painful to watch here.
Well, it should be able to finally force a lift off, but he's on 3 base against 3 base. Immediately, Maru is across the map again. He's everywhere.
Oh my God! Yeah, he is godlike in this game. This is like when you watch Superman fight, you know, any humans ever, and it's like, well, this is just stupid, you know.
Yeah.
This is just not fair at all. Specifically Superman, who like can only be hurt by kryptonite. You know, it's like, well, it's not like Batman, where I'm like, well, yeah, I mean, he had a lot of money. He could really get the martial arts training. Like his batarangs are pretty good. This is just like, oh my God,
totally. I
you're
agree.
fighting Superman. He's an alien. It's the most imbalanced OP thing ever.
He's too strong.
He has X-ray vision. He never needed to have X-ray vision. Okay, GG. I feel for Impact on that one. That was rough. You can see him in his sense of humor. He's like, oh man,
oh damn,
that did not go well.
Well, there are different levels of players, and we see that here. Maru looking devastatingly good, ridiculously good.
Wow. I don't know what to say, guys. That was definitely the Maru from last year. He's looking ready to get out of this group. Now, that doesn't mean the Impact's not going to advance. I mean, he's going to go to the losers match. But I think the other players in this group are much, much more manageable.
Yeah.
We're going to go to a break. When we come back, our next best of 3, Bunny versus Patience.